You know, if you're a parent, screen time is probably something you think about a lot. It's a real challenge. So today, we're going to walk through a really powerful step-by-step guide to get a handle on your child's computer time. And the best part? We're going to do it without installing a single piece of extra software, just using the tools that are already built right into Windows. Okay, let's get into it.
And this right here, this is a feeling so many of us have, right? You want them to learn and have fun on the computer, but then you start to worry when that screen time becomes, well, all the time. It's such a tough balance to strike, and that exact concern is what we're going to solve today.
And here's the good news. You do not need to go out and buy or install any of that third-party parental control software. The entire solution, from setting the schedules to actually enforcing them, is already sitting inside your computer, waiting for you. We're just going to tap into its power.
Okay, first things first. Before we can set up any kind of rules, we have to create a separate space for your child on the computer. Now, this step is absolutely crucial, and here's why. It makes sure that all the time limits we're about to create only apply to their account and not yours.
So, creating this new account, it's actually pretty simple. You'll just head over to a tool called Computer Management, choose to create a new user, and give it a simple name, like Son or whatever you'd like. The really important bit here is to make sure you check the box that says Password Never Expires. Trust me, this just keeps things easy and avoids any login headaches later on. All right, now for the really powerful part. We're going to use something called the command prompt. And don't let that little black screen scare you. Seriously, just think of it like a direct hotline to your computer. It lets us give it a very specific schedule that it has to follow, no questions asked. Okay, I know, that looks like a bunch of computer code, but hang with me. This one line holds the entire weekly schedule. See how it starts with net user son? That just targets the account we just made. Then the /time part tells the computer, hey, we're setting a schedule. And after that, you can see the breakdown. MF from Monday to Friday, followed by the time slots they're allowed to log in. Let's break that down visually. So this table makes it super clear what that big command is actually doing. You can see it creates two different login windows for each day. During the week, it's 9 to 11 a.m., and then again from 2 to 7 p.m. On the weekends, we've given a little extra time. Starts earlier and ends an hour later. And of course, you can customize this completely to fit your own family schedule.
Ah, yes, the million-dollar question. This command is fantastic at stopping them from logging in when they're not supposed to. But what if they're already logged in at 6:59 p.m.? What's to stop them from just staying on? That's the loophole, and we are absolutely going to close it.
And that brings us to our failsafe. The secret weapon here is another awesome built-in tool called the Task Scheduler. We're going to use this to create an automatic, totally non-negotiable shutdown. It's the enforcer that makes sure the time limits are respected every single time.
The way it works is we'll create a simple task that we set to go off on a weekly schedule. The action we want is to start a program. And that program is just the computer's own shutdown command. We'll tell it exactly when to run, and, this is key, we'll tell it who it should run for.
The instruction itself couldn't be simpler. The program is shutdown.exe. Then we just add two little arguments. The -s tells it to do a full shutdown, not a restart, and the -t0 tells it to do it right now, with a 0-second delay. That means no countdown, no do you want to save your work, no chance to cancel, it just ends. Now listen up, because this is the most important part of this whole step. After you create the task, you have to go into its properties and change one little setting. You need to tell it to only run this shutdown task when the Sun user is logged in. If you forget this, the computer will shut down on you right in the middle of your work. All right, so to cover the entire schedule we set up, you're going to need to create 4 of these shutdown tasks. That's one for 11 a.m. on weekdays, one for 7 p.m. on weekdays, and then one for 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. on the weekends. Yeah, it's a little bit of setup work, but the beauty is once you set it, you can forget it. The whole system just runs itself. And just like that, the system is complete. So let's do a quick review of what your child is going to experience, and more importantly, how you can easily change or even turn off these settings whenever you want. You're always in complete control.
So what happens from your child's point of view? Well, if they try to log in outside the allowed times, they'll just get a message that says their account has time restrictions. Simple. And when one of their time blocks is over, that scheduled task kicks in and, poof, the computer shuts down. It's clear, it's consistent, and it's automatic. No arguments.
So what if it's a holiday or a sick day and you want to suspend the rules? It is so easy. It's literally one command. On the left is the schedule command we used. To turn it off, you just type netuser sun/timeall. That gives them 24/7 access again, right up until you decide to put the old schedule back in place.
Okay, one last thing, and this is super important. If you decide you want to get rid of the system entirely, setting their time to all is only half the battle. You also have to go back into the task scheduler and delete those 4 shutdown tasks you made. If you don't, the computer is going to keep shutting down at 7 p.m. no matter who is logged in.
So there you have it, a really robust, totally software-free system for managing computer time. You've now set some clear, healthy boundaries around when the computer can be used, and that's a huge win. The next conversation, of course, is about the what. How can you work with your child to make sure the time they do spend online is as fun, creative, and meaningful as it can be?